Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Independence High School for this match that's just underway right now between Centennial, who's the visitor, in red on the left, and on the right, Independence now trailing 10-6. Just got a side out here. They have been taking advantage of, or Centennial's taking advantage of early of quite a few mistakes on the Independence side. A little tip there by number 2. That's Niven of Independence, and they get the point on that one. (10-7), Curvin, I should say. And a passing error on that one for Centennial, and another point will go back to Independence. 8-10. They're serving here. Serve. Dug out. On the left side, that's Rickert, the captain, Centennial. Dug out by Independence. Alexander. Set outside to number 11. That was Prescott. There's 2 Prescotts on the floor for the Golden Hawks. It's Neva Prescott. Alexander now serving. 2 Alexanders on the court as well. We've got Rickards and Alexanders and Prescotts. Dug out by Alexander. The libero. Outside to Rickert. Rickert. Dug out there by Independence to keep it alive. The set by Wolf Smith. And point Centennial. (12-8) in this first set between Independence and Centennial. Dug out, outside. Free ball, tough one in the net, and goes out wide for Independence, and they get a 9-12 advantage, or trailing here, 9-12. Serving up now, number 5, that will be a drain. Dug out by Rickard. Back set, Prescott. Nice dig. From the back row, Alexander with the attack. Another dig from Alexander. Set, outside to Rickard. Rickard's going to try to put it down, and she does, yes. And 13-9, that's Rickard's 3rd kill of the game. Coming back to serve now is Danny Rickert. Sophomore. Dug out. Tough. Service ace there. Actually, we got a passing error for Independence, who now trails 14-9. Rickert with the serve. Another tough one. Dug out, though, and long on the hitting error by number 2, Curvin. So Independence has given up quite a bit here, 9-15. And they're going to call that as a double hit there on the setter. Danny Rickert, a sophomore. Impressive front line for Centennial. Set. And a kill there by number 15, Naranjo. To get the side out and the point, 16-10. Little bump, and they're going to call Independence in the net. (11 of 17 points for Centennial come off of Independence errors, and there's a break for Independence on the hitting error. Just went right off of Rickard's hands, and that will bring up number 2, Asia Curvin, 5'7" sophomore. Nice serve. Received by Ikonolian, who's the kill leader for the Golden Hawks. Set outside, wide by number 22. That is Emily Clark. Emily Clark, the 6'3" senior. We mentioned Ikonolian, who's a senior. She's 5'6", and she's one of the captains on this team. And point for Centennial now, 18-12. Another hitting error. It's going to bring up Juliana Alexander. And a kill. And Independence with a little bit of a rally here. Big attack on the outside and blocked. Nice block there by Independence. Tapia and Robertson combining for the block kill. And it's now 18-14. Centennial with the lead. Independence, nice serve, tough one. Bruscott in the middle. Outside. That was Tapia with the attempted kill. Alexander to Ikonolian. Dug out by Rickard. Outside again. Ikonolian with the big attack. Oh, Curvin was there, and they get it out of there somehow by number 15, Naranjo. And not enough there to convert 14-9. Checking into the matchup now will be the libero, Ederlin. Hope we got that name right there. Apologies, the lovely Max Preps rosters have no first names on half of these. We'll try to get those corrected for you here in the second game. And a free ball back over for Independence. Independence set outside to Tapia. Tapia puts it down. And 15-19 here early on, or actually late. So Tapia will go back to serve this one. Playing opposite, junior, 5'6". And she's going to serve that way long for the Falcons. Independence came into this match 4-8-1 overall. Centennial, an uncharacteristic 4-12. Arguably the most storied program in Bakersfield, with two state championships and a national championship. And long. But over the last 6 years, they've had 4 head coaches. (20-16), Centennial leads here. Rickard taps it over. Set. Joust at the net. Dug out by Alexander. Wolf Smith outside to Rickard again. Rickard tries to get through and does right off the hands of number 7. That is Gutierrez, a 21-16 lead for Centennial here in the first set. Three years ago when Brianna Runnels was here at Independence, you would have expected an unbelievable shootout. And Alexander right there in the middle for the kill, putting up Centennial up 22-16. If you're just joining us, the difference early on has been the mistakes early by Independence. They've given up 11 points on errors. 22-16. Alexander to serve. Outside by the libero. And Alexander outside to Prescott. And Prescott puts it down. And again, number 11, that's N. Prescott. Again, these great names. Got 2 Prescotts, 2 Alexanders, 2 Rickards. This is Alexander now on set point to serve. 24-16, and she serves it long or wide down on that left side of her service area. 24-17 now. Let's see if Independence can rally. Dug out. Rickard, tough one. It's going to be a free ball. Nope, back row attack from Eknoyan. And they're going to call Independence in the net, and Centennial wins this first one 25-17. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more here from volleyball at the Kern High Network.
California's largest Buick GMC dealer, Motor City, has special holiday savings. Get 0% financing for 60 months on your professional-grade GMC Terrain. Plus, save $2,000 off MSRP. Drive away the 7-passenger Acadia SLT and Denali and save $5,000. With over 800 vehicles, you'll find your next car. Go online at MotorCityGMC.com for all the details. Welcome to the city, Motor City.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock at no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
All right, welcome back to Independence High School for this non-league matchup between Centennial in red on your right-hand side here and Independence, who will come out here on white. Centennial won the first game 25-17. And we are going to get through this matchup here between these two teams with basically rosters with no first names. It's always a fun time. We'll make it work. Centennial won that matchup on 13 of 25 points off of Independence hitting errors and passing errors. We'll see if Independence cleans things up. They had a nice little bit of momentum there late in that game, but it was just too much to overcome as Centennial looks to go out here to 2-0 here in the game, second set. Coming up to serve for Centennial, number 6, that's Hudnall. And here we are. Nice attack there by number 8. That's Robertson. And a big attack on the outside. And that's going to be a kill for Centennial. They lead 1-0. Going to go ahead and credit that kill there with Clark, number 22. Emily Clark. A rare first name, although the Y's missing. Here we go. Dug out. Passes it. On the court, Curvin, number 2 on the outside. Watch for her. Naranjo in the middle for Centennial, or for Independence. And Naranjo with a block kill to even this setup at 1-all. So quickly, things have changed here. Dug out by Ekanoyan. Outside by Rickert, and just wide for Independence. Centennial with the lead now, 2-1. Rickert with the serve. And a passing error. So again, those little mistakes add up. 3-1 now for Centennial. Zoe Rickert now serving. 5'10" senior. And a nice attack there by Curvin with the kill. Cutting the lead down to 3-2, and Curvin will go back to serve. She's been very active. Curvin there. Edralane is the libero. That's in the red jersey, the maroon jersey for Independence. Outside attack, Eknoyan. And Robertson misses there with the kill. Going back over to the other side now with Independence trailing 4-2 over Centennial. One of the 2 Alexander sisters serving it up. That is Jay Alexander. That's right, they listed it as Jay Alexander. A. Alexander is the libero, and her name is Annalise. Eknoyan, big attack on the outside for Centennial. Come back the other way, and right through, past the block. That is Tapia, and that ties this match up. Tapia came in and gave Independence a little bit of help in the first set. Outside though, and off the block of Robertson is Clark. So Clark with her second kill of this game, and Centennial takes a 5-4 lead. Going back to serve now for Centennial is Wolf Smith, who plays setter and also libero, just a sophomore. Outside, Robertson Wallong on the back row attack. Wolf Smith, a little running jump serve. Really going to the back row here on the set. Eknoyan puts it down with authority, and she gets the kill. 7-4 lead now for Centennial here in set number 2. Golden Hawks leading the match 1-0. Will Smith with the pass, dug out. And tough one, Robertson there will get the kill. Serving up is Tapia. Tapia puts it back. Tough one. Dug out. Pass. Eknoyan again finds right the middle. And another kill for her now. That's 2 of the last 3 points for Centennial from her, the leading hitter. Robertson pushes it over outside to Rickert, and she hits it long. We've not seen a lot of big hitting errors from Centennial in this matchup, and that's one of them. Robertson now back to serve for Independence. Dug out by Alexander. And Prescott hits it long and putting some life back into Independence's match. Serving 8-7. And into the net. Service there goes back the other way now for Centennial. So Robertson helped get 2 points for the Falcons there. And now Alexander will serve for Centennial. Tough serve, dug out by Alexander. Wolf Smith out to Prescott. Prescott with a little tip. Back outside to Prescott. Nice serve by Eknoyan, or to save by Eknoyan, and Rickard tries to push it over. And a hitting error for Centennial. Gives the ball back over to Independence here. And they're trailing 9-8. Going to the service line will be number 5, Edrelane. Or Edrelin. I hope we got that right. Wolf Smith sets in the middle to Alexander. Dug out by Prescott. Wolf Smith to Rickard. Dug out again. Naranjo in the middle, dug out by Alexander. Back a little tip, dinks it, save. Free ball, back row attack, long by Eknoyan. Time this set up at 9-all, and the ball has disappeared into the other regions. Centennial's kind of easy to call because there's all sisters on the court practically. Dug out. And Alexander with the attack. Attack by Prescott. And just long by Curvin. So another hitting error, and that's what we've seen lately. The last 6 points have all been mistakes. And Centennial now with a 10-9 lead. And that puts number 6 onto the service line. That is Earls or Hudnall, depending on who you want. To say these rosters on Max Rips are a disaster is saying, well, it's saying a lot. And back to serve now is Gutierrez for Independence. She's had a nice match so far. And right off the block of Tapia and Naranjo goes Rickard. So Rickard with a kill. (11-10) now the lead for Centennial. Rickard. Tough dig, and that's going to be a passing error on the libero, Ederling. 12-10 now. Centennial trying to separate after some uneven play from both squads here in this non-league matchup. Rickard. Naranjo puts it down for the kill. So that helps out a little bit. Independence is one of those teams you can tell that you can't sleep on them at all because they're just so scrappy and athletic. Not necessarily really very big. Neither is Centennial, though, for that matter. And free ball over. Tough play there. And Centennial gets the call there. Saw Centennial last week play Central, who is unbeaten, which is unbeaten. And the Grizzlies are legit. Tapia there, and block kill by number 22. That is Emily Clark. And now a 14-11 lead for Centennial. Alexander serving. Alexander not going anywhere that one, and that's going to be a kill for Naranjo. Checking back in the game is the younger sister of the libero in the black jersey. She is a freshman. It's Annalise Alexander, I believe. Noyen, did you catch the line? She does, and that goes back to Centennial. Going to rotate in. Wolf Smith will come in to serve. (15-12) now the score. A little tip, dug out. Wolf Smith going to go outside to Eknoyan. Eknoyan's going to get blocked, but it's going to go out. And tell you what, Independence, not big, but they do have a presence there. Tapia and Hoyt was there to make that play, but just went outside. Wolf Smith going back to serve, 16-12 now. Dug out pass. This should be an offensive play there by Robertson. Oh, just missed it. I don't know. Yep, they caught the line. It looked close. That's one of those shot trackers you want to have. I'd say it would have caught that line. And so Tapia will go back to serve now with Independence trailing 16-13. Wolf Smith now to Eknoyan, and she puts it down. That was perfectly set, perfectly played. And another kill for Eknoyan. And a timeout. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Kern High Network.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always.
All right, welcome back to this volleyball matchup between Centennial and host Independence here. Centennial leading 17-13. And an ace for Eknoyan, who's just been terrific here in the second game of this best of five. Centennial now to an 18-13 lead. Tough serve again. Dug out. Set up to the middle. That's Hoyt in the middle. Dug out by Prescott. Rickard on the outside. Dug out again. Tough one. And Hoyt. Rickard was there on that play. Set up to Alexander going outside again. And going to go right off top of his hands for the kill for Rickard. Right now, as we mentioned, we have both, well, coming off the court now, one of the Prescott girls. And in her place will be King, number 15, Julia King. Oh, first name, how nice is that? And Eknoyan with the long serve, giving the ball back over to Independence here, 19-14. Prescott dug out by Ederlane. Tapia. Ederlane's going to take the attempt. Wolf Smith on the outside to King. King gets it over. Out to Curvin. And Rickard. Big attack. Rickard again. Can they get it? They do. Tapia, free ball. Prescott, Wolf Smith to King. Tip, dug out. And a bad passing attempt there by Independence. Again, number 7. That's Gutierrez in the middle. Gets it back over again. Outside to, and it got a hand on it, and Curvin saves it. Again, a little, and the dink by the setter. Wolf Smith does it. And Centennial takes a 20-14 lead now here in the second game. That puts Alexander back on the line. And a lift will go back to Centennial. 21-14 now. Centennial nearing a 2-0 lead here in this best of 3, and there it is, an ace from Alexander. No, tough one there. Service error from Alexander. And Ederlin will be serving for Independence. Dugout. Alexander with the attack and the kill. And that puts the lead up to 23-15. Centennial now within 2. Checking in will be number 6. I'm going to throw the dice here and say that maybe that it could be one of 2 people according to this roster. Hudnall or Earls. Both play the same position. But there you go. That's a kill by number 2, Curvin, who has just played some terrific volleyball here for the Falcons. Gutierrez will now go back to serve it up for Independence here as they trail 23-16. Set. So that's setting that. That's going to be Hudnall, who is just a sophomore in 5'5". 24-16 now, and Centennial approaching their game point, set point. 24-16, serves by Rickert. That's Zoe Rickert. Tip, and that's it. That does it. Centennial wins the second set, 25-16. Takes a 2-0 lead. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Current High Network. This is
One thing about Current Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Current Schools is always there. Current Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Current Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Current Schools is always there. Current Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Current Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Current Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Current Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Current Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Current Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Current Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Current Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit. After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put them.
All right, welcome back to the Kern High Network. I'm Louis Amestoy, and we are live on multiple locations across the World Wide Web today, and we're watching Centennial and Independence battling it out here in a non-league matchup. Centennial has been onto a sort of a slow start, uncharacteristic for the Golden Hawks, but they played a very difficult schedule, a lot of youngsters in the lineup. Independence 4-8. They're getting ready to go into league play here. On to the match right now, game number 3, or set number 3. And on the court now, we have first names, everybody. Zoe Rickert, number 12. Number 2 as Julie Alexander. And number 3, Julie Alexander's little sister, that is Annalisa Alexander. And also on the court is number 4, Lauren Eknoyan. On the Independent side, serving up here in a moment will be Maribel Gutierrez, and she has been doing a nice job at setter. Tough serve to open things up here. Outside, that was Clark for Centennial. Set by Rickert and long by Emily Clark, and 1-0. Independence leads here early on. So a hitting error for Centennial, 1-0. Set number 3, Centennial leads 2-0. Gutierrez with the serve for the Falcons. And Rickert with into the net for a hitting error. And suddenly Independence out to a 2-0 lead here in set number 3. Really, it's been all Centennial early on here. And Independence had to battle back, which hasn't been enough. Gutierrez serves it up to Alexander. Alexander to Rickert. Rickert sets Alexander. Alexander with a dig. Tough one, and it just falls right in there. So that's going to go down as a kill for number 3. Number 2, actually, Julie Alexander. Tough serve. Robertson. Outside, Teknoyan tips it, and she puts it down. 4-0 here, or 2-2, I should say here, for this matchup. And it is wide on the attack. Hitting error. It's now 3-2. Rickert goes back to serve. Oh, and a miss hit there by Robertson, an ace for Rickert. Starting 4-2 now here. We have Danny Rickert, number 13, and Zoe Rickert, number 12. One of 3 sister combinations in the matchup for Centennial. And Naranjo with the hitting error. Rickert serving way over on that left side. Tough set. And the block is there. They call Robertson in the net. Actually, I'm sorry, that was number 2, Asia Curvin. And smartly calling a timeout here is Independence. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more here on the Kern High Network.
California's largest Buick GMC dealer, Motor City, has special holiday savings. Get 0% financing for 60 months on your professional-grade GMC Terrain, plus save $2,000 off MSRP. Drive away the 7-passenger Acadia SLT and Denali and save $5,000. With over 800 vehicles, you'll find your next car. Go online at MotorCityGMC.com for all the details. Welcome to the city, Motor City.
I'm at the point in my life, gentlemen, when any kind of acrobatics looks just absolutely excruciatingly painful. And we just saw some great acrobatics by the cheerleading squad of Independence as we get ready to resume action here with Centennial leading 6-2. Talked a little bit about Centennial coming up here, and an ace, almost, nope, it's saved. Nice effort there, and there it is. So another passing error puts the ball back over with Centennial, and they lead 2-7 here. This is Centennial's final match before league starts later next week. They play at Liberty to open things up. Tall order for the Golden Eyes. Emily Clark with the kill. And that now makes it 8-2 Centennial. Rickard still serving, and Alexander puts it down. So it started off sort of as like a nice moment for Independence, has turned into a 7-0 run for Centennial. And an ace. Check that, I'm sorry, a 10-0 run. It was a 2-0 start, and then now 10 consecutive points by Centennial have put this match on the verge, and another ace. And it's 11-2. And another timeout by Independence. Talked about this matchup here. So Liberty, they'll face at Liberty on the 18th of September, and then at Garces, and then they play host to Bakersfield, who's got to be the team probably to beat right now in the SWYL. They finish it out the first round with Frontier by hosting Frontier. So they have 2 matches at home. This is the first of a 3-game road trip. But like we talked about, they've had some difficulties here in the last few days. They've lost twice to Central, lost to Tracy, lost to Del Oro, and they've lost to Pittman. So they've played some difficult teams. They've already lost to Frontier and Bakersfield Christian. They've played Clovis North and Clovis. They've beaten Clovis North. Or beaten Clovis North and Clovis. And they've also beaten Central Valley Christian earlier in the season. So they've had some quality victories. But Central is just a whole nother beast. Central is as good a volleyball team as I've seen in recent years. Big, strong, and deep. And the turnover, that'll be Robertson with the little push. Set to Rickard to Eknoyan. And a big block, and that's going to go out. And wide, great effort there by Naranjo and Tapia on there on the right side. 12-2, 12-0 run now. Gutierrez to Robertson. Robertson, nice save by Alexander. It could have been dangerous there. And now going to be a free ball back over. Naranjo gets back over to Alexander. Set to Eknoyan, down. And a nice kill there. And it is 13-2. Centennial has run off 13 consecutive points, all helped by Zoe Rickard's services. Push. Trouble. Alexander's there. Cleans it up. Rickard saves it off the net. They call it a tip. And finally the run ends as Clark hits it long. Or hits it wide, I should say. So a 13-0 run ends for Centennial and puts Robertson on the line for Independence. Naranjo with the joust. Called over the net. Rickard outside to Eknoyan. Eknoyan long. So a hitting error for Clark outside. Tough one. And that's going to go wide. I'm going to give that a kill. So Emily Clark with the kill for the Golden Hawks, and that's going to put Julie Alexander on the service line, serve it right into the net. And Naranjo now will come back and serve it for Independence. Tough serve, but Alexander was there. Eknoyan. Tough dig by Gutierrez. Set. Curvin puts it up. Eknoyan with the save. Back row attack. That was Rickert on the attack. Gutierrez there. Robertson gets it over. Rickert outside to Clark. And the block. And Robertson is there with the block. And now that puts Naranjo back on the line. That is Anhi Naranjo. Rickert. Oh. Trying to set number 14. Naya Prescott. We have Naya Prescott, number 14, number 11, Naraya Prescott is on the bench right now. Dug out by Rickert. Outside to Eknoyan. Down the line. That's in. That was in. No doubt about that one to me. That was a kill with some authority on that one. It's 15-7 now. Centennial with the lead. And that puts Wolf Smith, Samantha Wolf Smith, on the line. Dug out. Tip. Dug out by Rickert. Wolf Smith outside Eknoyan. Dug out by Curvin. And a miss hit there by Tapia gives that to Centennial, 16-7. Wolf Smith with a little running serve. Dug out by Curvin. Hoyt. Wolf Smith outside to King. Dug out. Again, Eknoyan's going to just kind of get a free ball over there. Dug out by Curvin. Gutierrez going to go outside. Back row attack. Good idea. Nope. Hoyt puts back over. King. Set Wolf Smith. She's going to just find the little hole there. And a beautiful little dink there to give Centennial a 17-7 lead. I love that play when the setter sees that hole in the defense and can just dink it right over. And Wolf Smith goes to the line to serving 17-7. Alexander saves it. Probably would have gone long. She's going to take the attempt, and that's going to go just a bit long. Centennial with a 2-0 lead here. Set number 3, outside to Eknoyan. Dug out by Edralane. Attack by Curvin. Curvin puts it down. Eknoyan. Dug out by King. Back to Alexander. To Zoe Rickert, I'm sorry. Lauren Eknoyan puts it down for the kill. By rudimentary stats here, that's the 5th kill of the set for Eknoyan. Plenty of opportunities here in this. And she puts Eknoyan back on the line in a big serve. Hoyt. And she meets King and Prescott there. Alexander digs it out. Set by Wolf Smith, going to go outside to Prescott. Naraya Prescott on that attempt. Gutierrez gets it back over. Back to Alexander. Wolf Smith to King. King dug out by Curvin. Curvin's going to, a little communication error, and there it goes. So a passing error, and it's 19-8. I like what I see at times from this Independence team. Consistency has been an issue here in this set. Big serve. And that's going to go right back over. And a kill right in the middle by number 14. That is Nia Prescott, and she's joined by her sister in the front row. 20-8 now the lead for Centennial, and Eknoyan will go back and serve it up. Another screamer and an ace. That was a problem from the start. You could see that coming over. And 21-8 now. And Eknoyan now kind of working her way from left to right on the service line. Another screamer. Nope, just long. So a service error on the part. That ends the run for Centennial, which has just been on fire at times. They had a 13-0 run here early on. Prescott had dug that one out to Nia Prescott. I'm sorry, Nariah Prescott on the outside. And 4 hits. And we're at 22-9. And that puts number 3, Annalisa Alexander, a freshman, on the line. Serves it over there. Number 10 was Flores on the serve, receive, and it's then calling in the net for Independence, 23-9. A completely dominant performance here by Centennial in this third set. And an ace. She caught that back line expertly. Centennial has had at least 6 aces so far. Rickard had 3 in that 13-0 run. Outside, Curvin, attempt, dug out by Eknoyan. Alexander sends a 3-ball over. Dug out by Ederlane. Curvin again, another dig by Alexander. Attack by Nariah Prescott. Dug out by Alexander. King with the attempt. Nope, Gutierrez is going to be there. She can go to Curvin. Curvin's going to try to get it down, and she does. So a nice moment there defensively by Independence, and Curvin puts it down for the kill. And that's going to put number 5, Niam Ederlane, on the line. Nice effort there. Dug out by Alexander. Prescott, little tip, and it's going to cause some problems. And that's the match. Centennial wins it 25-10 and seals the 3-0 sweep of Independence. Centennial, which had some early issues in the first 2 sets, comes out with a 13-0 run against Independence in this third set and takes control of it and wins it pretty easily here, 25-10. So once again, your final score here from Independence. Centennial wins in 3, 25-17, 25-16, 25-10. As we look ahead for a moment, we talked about that this is Centennial's final match before they play in league play, and league play starts next week against against Liberty. They will begin their SWL season at Liberty on the 18th of September, and that's a week from today. Liberty, interestingly enough, they are 2-5 overall, according to our lovely friends at Max Preps. We talked about Bakersfield. Bakersfield right now has just been on fire, of course. They played very, very well this season. They are 9-1 overall, and I would say probably among the favorites to win the league. Of course, it's all about sisters right now, and it's a sisterhood, and the Palm girls have been leading that effort there at Bakersfield. Independence, meanwhile, they're going to face some interesting matchups here as they get ready for their league play. And Independence came into this matchup 4-8-1. They will fall to 4-9-1 on the season. They have got, if I can get it to come up here, they've got a pretty good road ahead in the coming days. Talked about their season a little bit. They face off Highland on Thursday at Highland, and then they go to Tehachapi next week, which I believe is their league matchups. They also have matchups against West Bakersfield Christian. That's right, Ridgeview, Tehachapi, Golden Valley, West Bakersfield Christian, and Ridgeview. They do not, Highland is their last non-league game before they open up their league play against Tehachapi. All right, that's all we have for you guys. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Kern High Network. Thanks to everybody who was here to put this together, and we'll see you guys again next week. We have a game on Thursday night.